My steadfast one, you have confronted a part of challenges in your life until presently you have battled numerous fights and essentially another storm is seething towards your life that will shake numerous things in your life. Where deride my words for anything I am almost to uncover to you will stun you and I will uncover to you the 3 enchanted words that will offer assistance you overcome this storm. Sit. A storm is coming not at all like any you have known. It is not fair wind or rain, it is a whirlwind that will test the exceptionally establishment of who you are. It will roll through your heart and soul, shaking the exceptionally substance of your convictions. It will touch 2 crucial viewpoints of your life: your sense of security and the bonds that tie you to others. Yes, this storm will address what you hold dearest, what you believe in, and how you characterize your connections. I have observed as the world moves in the cadence of its schedules, unaware to the moving tides of the concealed. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the starting and the conclusion, the one who sets the storm in movement and calls it to stop. This storm will not come to rebuff, but to stir. It is the breaking open of a chrysalis, the powerful development that smashes false peace to uncover a more profound truth. You who have withstood lesser storms must presently get ready for the one that will uncover both your strength and your defenselessness. The winds will to begin with clear through the asylums you have built around yourself. The consolation of your plans, the dividers of recognition, the schedule that quiets you into a wrong sense of control, these will be tried. You will feel the drag of vulnerability, the chill of question gnawing at the edge of your consolation. This is the to begin with viewpoint of the storm, your security, both unmistakable and intangible. Your career accounts, the exceptionally ground you stand on it will tremor. But do not fear, for I am in the wind. I am the quality underneath the tremble. Numerous will clutch at their belonging, brace their guards and endeavor to protect what they accept makes them secure. But I tell you, as it were, what is tied down in the truth of my pith will withstand the storm's wrath. This trial will uncover the wrong symbols covered up in the chambers of your heart. Where you have put your confidence, whether in the short-lived nature of riches, status, or the delicate builds of human affirmation, will end it up apparent. Keep in mind the illustrations of ancient stories of rulers who built fortifications upon sands of pride, as it were to observe them swallow by the tides. This storm will partition what is built on shake from what stands on sand. It will lay squander to the castles of self-reliance and pride, however it will be a divine opportunity. As it were through the tearing down can the sacrosanct revamping start, and when the winds strip absent these exteriors there will be no disgrace in what is uncovered. As it were the chance to start once more, tied down in something genuine, something unceasing. But this is as it were the to begin with wave. As the storm clears in more profound you will start to see its moment confront. It will reach into the domain of your associations, the ties that tie your heart to others. Each relationship, whether manufactured in adore or comfort, will feel the drive of this wind. For a few it will be the breeze that clears mistaken assumptions and reinforces bonds for others. It will be a storm that uncovered, breaks long, covered up underneath grins and merriments. Do not stand up to this portion of the storm, for it comes not to sow friction but to uncover what is genuine. You will see individuals for who they really are. Veils will drop absent as the winds thunder and the eagerly that lie behind activities will be lit up, those who are untrue will diffuse, incapable to withstand the storm. But those whose hearts adjust with truth will stand firm, unflinching indeed as the storm tests their mettle. There will be minutes of despondency as a few ties disentangle. This as well is portion of the storm's reason. What is not veritable cannot stay. In those minutes of misfortune, keep in mind that I do not take without giving, do not prune without planning for modern development. The shedding of ancient, unfortunate branches makes way for modern shoots and used natural product, and so it is with the bonds of your life. In spite of the fact that a few may break, others will reinforce and prosper, manufactured once again in the pot of the storm. You will address the meaning of dependability, believe, and adore as they are tried by the crying winds. Connections built on shallow establishments, commitments without fondness, pretense without genuineness will disintegrate, uncovering the stark contrast between what is helpful and what is genuine. However, do not let lose hope expend you. Indeed, as you observe certain connections blur, see them as penances to the sacrificial table of development. You will come to get it that not all misfortunes are misfortunes, a few are discharges, ways to opportunity, implied to clear space for the genuine, the strong. And what will stay after this storm passes? It will be a scene checked by change. Where the ancient has been cleared absent, the ground will be rich for modern, more grounded bonds. You will witness associations that survived not since they were shielded from the wind, but since they weathered it, roots developing more profound as the storm seethed. These will be your lifesavers, valuable in their irregularity, authoritative your soul with unbreakable strings to others who share in your re-established vision. Yes, there will be grieving, as there continuously is when altar strips absent the known and recognizable. However, with grieving comes the guarantee of resurrection. The leftovers of the storm will be seeds, scattered over the newly tilled soil of your life, prepared to take root and develop. And as they grow, you will see that what the storm uncovered was not in conclusion, but a starting a moment chance to construct on what is genuine, what is fair, what is heavenly. So how do you plan, my reliable one? You do not do so by withdrawing into fear or dissent. The arrangement lies in looking for me with all your heart. It is found in quiet minutes of reflection, in the whispered supplications of belief, when the to begin with blasts start to rise. Grapple your heart in the words I have talked. The guarantees I have made, for in spite of the fact that the storm is unavoidable, so is my nearness inside it. Say these 3 words, my adored, and let them be your stay as the storm approaches. Jesus is master. Do not delay, do not falter. When the winds rise and the ground underneath you shakes, these words will be your asylum and your quality. Talk them with conviction, for in those words lies the control that can calm the fiercest storm and relentless the most immovable heart. Let them be the cry that penetrates through the thunder of question and fear. Say them presently, Jesus is master, and observe, as obscurity trembles at their sound. These words are not fair affirmation but a shield. They are the song of devotion of truth that reminds you of my sway over all creation. When you talk them, you summon the exceptionally substance of my nearness, for I am the word, lively and effective, more honed than any two-edged sword. In the confront of misfortune broadcast Jesus is ruler, and you will see that no wave, no storm, no trial is more noteworthy than the one who commands the winds in the ocean. Why must you say this? Since the storm will test, not as it were the establishments of your life, but the center of your confidence. When everything recognizable is cleared absent and you discover yourself standing on the edge of the obscure, these words will keep you from slipping into lose hope. They will be a light in the haziness, an update that the fight is not yours alone to battle. Say them not fair once, but once more and once more, until they ended up the beat of your pulse and the reverberate of your soul. Do you see, my child? The storm does not come to smash you, but to stir the control that I have set inside you. And that control is opened when you announce my lordship. The minute you say, Jesus is ruler, you adjust yourself with the might of paradise itself. There's wrath, but the powers that rise against you will waver, since they cannot stand some time recently the title that is over each title. The storm will listen, the winds will know, and indeed the fiercest wave will bow at the sound of it. Talk it when you wake and when you lie down. Whisper it in the calm minutes and yell it when the storm seethes around you. Let these words end it up your war cry, for they are the quintessence of your deliverance. Jesus is master, words that part the cloak, words that draw my nearness closer, words that bring peace to your chaos. You may feel alone, but when you announce my title, all of paradise energizes on your sake. And do not let fear quiet you. The foe will attempt to sow question to make you address whether these words hold any control. But I tell you, the control in these words is not fair in their sound, but in their truth. When you say, Jesus is ruler, you are not as it were recognizing my specialist, you are welcoming my hand to move in your life. You are opening the entryways of your heart and giving me reign over your storm. In the minutes when the storm is at its crest, and each portion of you needs to yield to the chaos, take a profound breath and talk these words with all that you are. Keep in mind the guarantees I have given you, that I am with you continuously, that I am your asylum and your quality, and ever offer assistance in times of inconvenience. When you say, Jesus is ruler, you are claiming those guarantees as your claim. You are announcing that my control is not something you perused approximately, but something that lives and breathes inside you. Think of those who came some time recently, those who confronted lions, flares, and seething waters. They as well clung to my title and were conveyed. You are no diverse, for I am the same recently, nowadays, and until the end of time. The same control that closed the mouths of lions, separated oceans, and raised the dead dwells in the title you presently broadcast. Jesus ruler, say it as if your life depends on it, for without a doubt your otherworldly life does. You will discover that as you announce this, quality will surge inside you. The storm may still seethe, the winds may still cry, but you will stand in a peace that resists understanding. For in those minutes you are wrapped in the confirmation that I am with you, commanding the storm, observing over you. And indeed, when the storm's anger appears persistent, know that it cannot final until the end of time. Each storm has an conclusion, and at that conclusion you will stand triumphant, your confidence unshaken, your soul re-established. The foe will attempt to sow question to make you address whether these words hold any control. But I tell you, the control in these words is not in their sound, but in their truth. When you say, Jesus is ruler, you are not as it were recognizing my specialist, you are welcoming my hand to move in your life. You are opening the entryways of your heart and giving me reign over your storm. In the minutes when the storm is at its crest, and each portion of you needs to yield to the chaos, take a profound breath and talk these words with all that you are. Keep in mind the guarantees I have given you, that I am with you continuously, that I am your asylum and your quality, and ever offer assistance in times of inconvenience. When you say, Jesus is ruler, you are claiming those guarantees as your claim. You are announcing that my control is not something you perused approximately, but something that lives and breathes inside you. Think of those who came some time recently, those who confronted lions, flares, and seething waters. They as well clung to my title and were conveyed. You are no diverse, for I am the same recently, nowadays, and until the end of time. The same control that closed the mouths of lions, separated oceans, and raised the dead dwells in the title you presently broadcast. Jesus ruler, say it as if your life depends on it, for without a doubt your otherworldly life does. You will discover that as you announce this, quality will surge inside you. The storm may still seethe, the winds may still cry, but you will stand in a peace that resists understanding. For in those minutes you are wrapped in the confirmation that I am with you, commanding the storm, observing over you. And indeed, when the storm's anger appears persistent, know that it cannot final until the end of time. Each storm has an conclusion, and at that conclusion you will stand triumphant, your confidence unshaken, your soul re-established. So presently I encourage you, do not hold up until the storm is at its top to talk these words. Say them presently. Get ready your heart. Let Jesus Master ended up your melody. Your statement, your relentless stay. Educate them to your children, talk them over your homes, and carry them into each corner of your life. For in these words you will discover not asylum but triumph, and when the storm passes, as it doubtlessly will, you will know that you stood not by your quality, but by the quality of the one who calms the oceans. The days to come there will be minutes when you are tried, when you will feel the winds of question and fear squeezing against you. But keep in mind this, I have as of now overcome. The storm is not your ace, I am. And as you talk Jesus ruler, you call upon the triumph I have as of now secured. You stand not as a casualty of the storm, but as a child of the all-powerful, enabled, secured, and cherished past degree. So say it presently, my adored. Say it with confidence. Say it with trust. Say it with the information that the one who is with you is more noteworthy than anything that is against you. Say Jesus ruler, and let that be the pennant beneath which you confront the coming storm. So do not fear the coming storm, my reliable one. Grasp it as the divine change that will cleanse and stir. For after the storm there is continuously first light. And in that light you will see that the storm was never your adversary, but the proclaim of your most prominent change. So be it.